NKTelco Sports. We are here at Fort Loramie High School for girls varsity basketball action. The Bremen Cardinals take on the Fort Loramie Redskins. Tonight's game is brought to you by these sponsors: Minster Bank, Schruderman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NKTelco, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, Rand's Refrigerations, and First National Bank. As we welcome you to Fort Loramie High School, we are already underway. A good matchup here tonight, along with Brandon Coverman. I'm Dave Kanapke, and there is Marissa Myring for the layup on our First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie with a 4-2 lead.
Marissa Myring already with 4 points for the Redskins and 2 field goals.
New Bremen 6-1. They lost their first game to Anna. They won 6 straight since then. Fort Loramie 5-1. Their only loss was a 1-point loss to West Liberty Salem. Shot by Cardagna off the mark. Rebounds by New Bremen and goes off of Fort Loramie. It'll stay with the Cardinals.
First missed shot of the game for either team. Both teams made their first 3 field goals of the game combined.
Bremen's coming off a win over Delphos Jefferson by 22, and Brandon and I saw them against New Knoxville on Thursday night as they won a close one by 4 over New Knoxville.
Yeah, it was a very close game all around.
2-0 in the MAC. Cardagna trying to find Naylor. Stolen away. Rose with the ball. Pushes it ahead to Ratterman. Looking for a teammate. Stutter step off the glass. Too strong. Rebound Tankman. Tankman thought about it. Gives it back to Naylor. Naylor the leading scorer at 13 points a game. Cardagna just under a 10. Top 2 scorers for the Cardinals. Naylor now with the basketball.
Yeah, and the other night, Dave, we saw him, and Cardagna and Naylor absolutely shut down, but Cardinals still fortunate to get the victory.
On a close, a lot of clutch free throws at the end. It goes off of the Cardinals. The Fort Loramie basketball is a couple substitutions in. They have number 11, Caitlin Gasson, and number 21, Ava Scholdes. They're in early in this game because of a couple injuries against the Redskins.
Yeah, Jaden Putoff and Macy Mwale, 2 injuries so far for Coach Carla Siegel's team. That's really been unfortunate for them, but they got a lot of depth.
That's knocked out of bounds. Stay with Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie young buddy experience. No seniors on the roster, but 7 letter winners returning. 3 of them for their 3rd year. Gephardt, Ratterman, and Myring, their 3rd year on varsity. As that goes out of bounds, it will stay with Fort Loramie.
Yeah, this team made a regional final last year, Dave. Played a very good, a solid Minster team. I throw Loramie in there. They're going to be a big fix. They'll definitely be in that Vandalia regional this year.
As they are almost every year. As Naylor drives to the basket off the mark. That is too strong. And while she is shooting the foul shots, Brandon, why don't we do our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And we'll start first with New Bremen Cardinals.
Yeah, New Bremen's definitely going to need to limit the turnovers, especially against Loramie. You don't want a good team to have more opportunities than they should, and you want to keep them out of the lane. Loramie's not a very big team, but you don't want their guards to be able to dribble, penetrate, and get in the lane and score a ton of points. And for Loramie, on the other hand, they need to own the boards and the paint. Not a very big team, but if your guards can rebound well, it helps. And sprint hard in transition with that great guard talent. If they're able to run the floor, they're going to be able to wear this New Bremen team and run them out of the gym.
Naylor hits both of them to tie the game 4-4. Again, those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. That is tipped away. Back with the Cardinals. Tiemann thought about it, gives it up to Cardagna. Trying to take the lead here, 4-4 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Think first, Naylor too short. Rebound Ratterman. Pushes it ahead to Gasson. And that's off of Caitlin. Turnover to give it to the Cardinals.
NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring
Yeah,
you
both teams struggling with turnovers so far. 3 turnovers as and cost a lot of rebounds. There's only been 3 rebounds nearly halfway through this first quarter.
Sunday, December 23rd at noon.
Bremen, their first loss was a very good Anna team. They've won 6 in a row. Coach Burden's team's doing quite well. Three-pointer, Tankman, bottoms.
Hannah Tankman been a real nice player. Complements their scoring very well.
Loramie pushes it ahead. Myrie not able to get the layup. Cardinals the other way. Naylor trying to work off the screen. A lot of the offense goes through here. Tankman will try on the right side. 2 in a row.
Yeah, we saw Hannah Tankman with a couple big threes against New Knoxville, and she's still on fire from last week.
2 in a row. Nothing but net. And suddenly a 6-point lead for the New Bremen Cardinals. Bremen won this game last year, 49-41 over at New Bremen. Trying to make it 2 in a row. Rose with a shot that's partially blocked. Tankman comes up with it. Stolen back and forth. Myring comes up with it and kisses it in.
Myring with all 6 points right now for Loramie.
Made something out of nothing there. She just scrambled and got garbage points, if you will. 10-6 New Bremen. Reckerman with the basketball. Picks up her dribble, loses it, but is, I think, fouled on the play against Fort Loramie.
Yeah, Tankman believes she was 2 of 7 against New Knoxville, and she's come out and matched that total right away. You're definitely going to see that Loramie defense shade out a little bit on Tankman now.
12, Kennedy Gephardt, number 22, Kenzie Holscher, returning starters back in for the Redskins. Tankman, another tray. That's well short. Might have been partially blocked. Myron with the rebound. Fort Loramie pushing it when they can. Holscher gives it to Rose. To the basket. Too strong by Dana. Naylor comes out with the rebound. Kelly works off a screen. Trying to push up the tempo as well. Cardagna with the basketball, tries to drive baseline all the way across. That goes off the baseline. Turnover, give it to the Redskins.
Yeah, and there's one of our keys to the game. We got to limit that turnover. New Bremen getting off to a fast start, though. I'm sure Coach Burden is really pleased with how they're playing so far.
Fort Loramie only loss, and it really only close game this year, was to a 1-point loss to West Liberty Salem. They led that entire game until the last 8 seconds of the game when West Liberty Salem went ahead to win it. That will go off of New Bremen. It will stay with the Redskins. As we'll have sophomore Katie Howe in the game for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and Dave, that's a big thing. You only trail for 7 seconds. How do you react when you're down? You're down even this early. I mean, is Coach Siegel's team going to panic? I expect them not to, even though they're really young, they're really veteran and experienced.
Rose with the basketball. Gephardt on the wing. Under 3 minutes to go. Loramie down by 4 off the basket. Nice shot there by Ava Scholtes.
Scholtes, the freshman, very talented on the volleyball court and the basketball floor.
Naylor pushes it ahead. Howe to Cardagna. Tankman's open. Drives this time. Up ahead, Reckerman. Nice block by Holscher. Holscher gets it back. Pushes the tempo ahead. Kennedy Gephardt. We'll go back to Holscher. Trying to tie it on this possession. Off the glass they did. Myring now with 8, and we're tied at 10.
Yeah, Marissa Myring, I've watched her. She's a little undersized for a post, but she has that patented go-down move, and she has a lot of power and strength to go up with her upper body.
Junior, 3rd year on varsity. There's Holscher with the steal. Off the glass, too strong. So missed opportunity there for Fort Loramie. Still tied at 10. Hal now brings the basketball against Rose. Under 2 minutes ago here in our first quarter. 6-1 New Bremen, 5-1 Fort Loramie. Naylor shot off the mark. Rose with the rebound. Push ahead, Gephardt to Holscher. Shot by Scholtes. Ava Scholtes with another basket, and Loramie with the lead.
Nice shot by Ava Scholtes there, the freshman coming in playing real nice. I saw her play junior high last year. She runs the floor very well.
Loramie now with their first lead since early in the game. Bremen had a 6-point lead, 10-4. Howell trying to find an opening underneath Reckerman. Shot is partially blocked. Now Meyering, under a minute to go. Gives it up to Gebhardt. Pass across to Schultes.
Gebhardt to Schultes.
Nice pass by Gebhardt, and Schultes finishes. David Schultes has done a nice job off the bench, Brandon.
Yeah, and Schultes and Meyering have all the points until now. It seems like Mackenzie Holscher gets on the board.
Gets a steal in the basket. Timeout, New Bremen. 34 seconds. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for making this telecast possible. Wilson Health, caring without limits. Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com. Wagner's IGA, servicing communities for over 95 years. Grand Lake Health. Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door. Moran's Refrigeration, your appliance expert, serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years. PSG Automotive Outfitters. Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schruderman Pharmacies, pharmacies located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster. New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Walpaugh. New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Minster Dental, Francis Furniture. Keys to the game sponsored Keyhole Pizza. And on our first National Bank scoreboard, Fort Loramie on a run right now, leading 16-10.
Yeah, and shooting 7 of 10 from the field, Dave. They're shooting really efficient, and that's what Coach Siegel's team wants.
I believe they're on a 12-0 run. New Bremen went ahead on Tankman's 2 threes, 10-4, and it's been Loramie ever since. That's tipped, or actually goes off of Reckerman. Not what New Bremen won as a turnover there.
Yeah, 7 of them turnovers here in the first quarter. That's one thing that's really been snake-bitten them ever since they've been up 10-4.
One of their keys was to limit the turnovers, but right now under 10 to go. Ratterman gives it the shoulder. She drives to the lane, picks it up. Under 2. Shot by Ratterman. That is short. 1 quarter in the books. Here at Fort Loramie High School, the Redskins lead the Cardinals 16-10. We'll be right back after these messages.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier Sofa and Sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
After 1 quarter on our first National Bank scoreboard, the Lady Redskins lead the Lady Cardinals 16-10.
Yeah, and just New Bremen got out to a fast start, 10-4 lead with a couple of Hannah Takeman threes and a Madison Cardonier bucket. And then Loramie stormed right back off the play of Ava Schultes off the bench, 6 points, and led by their junior leader, Marissa Meyering. She tore ACL her freshman year, but has 8 points in the first quarter.
16-10, a 12-0 run. Shot off the mark there by Jaden Putoff, who's seeing her first action tonight.
Yeah, Putoff was injured from what we heard from Coach Siegel.
Wasn't sure if she would play, but good to see her out there. Molly Smith with the basketball. As Fort Loramie picking up the intensity there. Bergman's shot off the mark, but is fouled. That will go against Kenzie Holscher. So the senior, Kayla Bergman, will be shooting 2.
I think Kayla Bergman was kind of an unsung hero, Dave, in that game against New Knoxville. She was one of the reasons they shut down Megan Jurasic. They had a real good inside game, and she was a big reason for that.
Very solid post player. She hits her first one. Bergman on this season from the free throw line. That was just her 5th foul shot, just 4 of 5 now, 80%.
Yeah, and as a team coming into this shooting 63%, but 3 of 3 as of now.
Veteran player, her third year on varsity as she hits a pair of much-needed points there by the Cardinals. They cut the lead to 4, 16-12. Off on the wing, it's Ratterman. Work it around to Gasson around the perimeter. Underneath, Schultes trying to find an opening. She is fouled, a common foul.
You know, Dave, I think unsung hero for Loramie's team maybe is their JV squad. I watched their JV squad play before. They moved the ball and ran the floor like a varsity team. And you know what? This varsity team's going up against that every day in practice, and it only makes you better.
That's one of those things people don't realize how much a difference that makes when you have competition in practice like that. Rose, work it around now to Gephardt. 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Along with Brandon Coverman, I'm Dave Kanapke. Glad you're joining us here on NKTelco Sports. Holscher tries to drive, loses the handle. We'll have a tie-up, and that'll turn it over to the Cardinals.
Good break there for New Bremen. Coming down 16-10. Not letting this Loramie lead grow any larger here. They really need another bucket would be nice there for cutting this deficit.
Very veteran team for New Bremen. 7 seniors, 9 returning lettermen altogether. 3 of them starters. Coach Burden having a fine year so far. It's 6-1. They're right now down by 4. They're a very good Fort Loramie squad. Underneath it goes to Smith, and then it will go out of bounds. Thought it went off of Fort Loramie, but I think it went on the end line first.
From what I could see, Dave, it looked like the right call, but that was the 8th New Bremen turnover.
Fort Loramie, there's a drive by Myring. Shot is short. Rebound by Tankman. Katie Howe with the basketball across the timeline. Passes it ahead to Tiemann. Abby driving, gives it back to Howe. 6 minutes to go, down by 4 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Stolen away there by Gasson. Gasson picks up her dribble to Myring. Into the corner. Gephardt short. Holscher with a nice rebound, kicks it out. Gephardt again, and this time in with the 3.
Nice shot by Kennedy Gephardt there.
Good job by Holscher to keep it alive, and now full court pressure by the Redskins.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me with the depth they have to bring on this full court pressure and cause an immediate turnover.
And that forces a turnover. Definitely the defense, especially defensive pressure, a staple under Coach Siegel, now in her 20th year, 390 wins.
She's definitely the dean of Shelby County basketball, and she is a presence. You're not going to – there's not too many coaches, maybe a Nan Stexel to see across the way scouting that can maybe compare to her and her resume. She's really brought this Loramie program to a new level.
Jump ball. 2 state championships in 2013 and 2015 under Coach Siegel. They had a stretch there. They went to the state 5 out of 6 years. That is definitely amazing. And right now a young squad, no seniors, but pretty strong as usual with a 7-point lead. Underneath, Rose will drive and on foul, almost rolled it in.
Yeah, and you say 5 out of the last 6 years being at the state competition, they definitely, the door is open for them, or is open for them these next 2 years. I know they got some great competition with Minster and Tri-Village and some other teams. We can't even say Minster's guaranteed. There's a lot of good teams in that MAC region with New Bremen, Fort Recovery, New Knoxville. So it'll be a very interesting competition when we get to Vandalia here in March.
Yeah, a lot of season ahead. We're starting to see some strong squads. Dana Rose hits both foul shots, and the biggest lead, 9. And another steal there, this time by Schultes. Gives it to Rose with the drive, and is fouled.
Rose will head back to the line for 2.
And after New Bremen went ahead 10-4, it's been all Loramie since.
Yeah, you know, Dave, they've actually been shooting the ball really well, but they haven't got any shots up because they've turned the ball over 10 times.
Rose hit 2 in a row, now misses this. We have Cordonier and Reckerman, a pair of sophomores in the game. It's Coach Burden trying to find the right lineup. Coach Burden in his 7th year. Went 19-6 last year, lost in the district final to Minster. Right now down by 10 and having a lot of tough times against this pressure. And there's another steal. Rose in. Timeout, Coach Burden. We'll take one too. You're watching girls high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back. For New Bremen with the timeout. As you mentioned, they're not shooting bad, but they're not getting any shots off.
Yeah, and Loramie, it's been different players at different times, but they have 10 turnovers, and they're really struggling to get the ball in. But when they're shooting, they're not shooting bad. Maybe I haven't shown that in the second quarter, but showed it definitely in the first quarter. Loramie's nearly doubled their shot production, and guess what? They have doubled the points. You're going to shoot the ball more. You're obviously more likely going to have a lot of points. So that's been what New Bremen needs to fix here, and they can't let this league grow any larger against a good team like Loramie.
Well, Loramie got out a little bit slow getting out there, so not able to set up their press, and I'm sure New Bremen was okay with that. So they're able to set up their half-court offense. They're down to Reckerman, off her hands. Rose the other way. Myron's on her left, gets it to her, and in.
Yeah, different players at different times. Marissa Myring entering double figures here already here in the second quarter.
Definitely a good 2-on-1 there with Rose, and now a 14-point lead for the Redskins. Cardonier trying to work off, and there's an offensive foul there. Bit of a frustration foul there.
Yeah, frustration foul, definitely. She didn't like a harassing defense there from Loramie, got up in her grill a bit, and she kind of elbowed there, and that was a good call there by the referee. Pretty blatant there.
Fort Laramie's going to play 3 straight MAC schools, all with good records. They play New Bremen tonight. Versailles undefeated at 8-0 on Saturday. The next Thursday, a game we have on NKTelco Sports, it'll be New Knoxville. A tough stretch here for Fort Laramie, and there's a good job by Scholtes as she follows her own shot, and Ava Scholtes with another basket.
You know, when you shoot your own shot, you know where it's most likely going. So nice shot by Ava Scholtes to get the ball.
28-12. Cardonier will try a 3, and the long rebound goes to Gephardt. Kennedy to the hole, blocked, but fouled by Cardonier.
Yeah, nice move to the bucket there by Kennedy Gephardt. She'll go to the line for 2.
Talk about those 3 MAC schools that Fort Laramie plays: New Bremen, Versailles, and New Knoxville. 19-2 overall. 6-1 New Bremen, 8-0 Versailles, and 5-1 New Knoxville. So Fort Laramie's going to find out what they're made of in the next few weeks. As Kesley Holscher back in the lineup, also number 20 Molly Smith in for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Christmas kind of ends the first third, in my opinion, of basketball. So this is going to be really telling for Coach Shiegel's team where they stand right now.
That's 3 of 6 MAC teams that they'll play overall. They play Minster in mid-January. That is definitely one of the red-letter dates on the calendar. That should be a heck of a ball game. And they play later in the season. They play St. Henry and also Marion for their 6 MAC opponents. 29-12 is 1 of 2 on the foul shots there. Tiemann gives it to Tankman. Pushes it ahead too far. And another turnover against the Cardinals.
Yeah, what do you know? Coach Burden, you could tell on the sideline, is really frustrated. And I think any coach would be. Yeah, that was a keyhole piece of the heat of the game there. You can't turn the ball over against a good team like Loramie.
Not the first team that's caused had a lot of turnovers for Fort Laramie, but this time Tankman with the drive too strong, followed by Smith. No good. Rebound Holscher. So opportunity by the boards for the Cardinals. Is Gasson with the basketball. Ratterman with the tray. Rebound Scholtes, now Gasson. 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Fort Laramie with a 17-point lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first.
Let's see what Loramie does here. They're going to turn the ball over. A couple straight turnovers there for Loramie.
About midway through the first quarter, Hannah Tankman had a pair of trays for New Bremen, and we're leading 10-4, but ever since then, do the math here, Fort Loramie's on a 25-2 run. So.
Yeah, and Bremen's been stuck on that 12 spot forever, desperate and ever need of a basket.
Tankman picks up her dribble, in some trouble, it gives it to Smith. If you're New Bremen, you just need to cut this lead, maybe if you can get it close to 10 going into halftime in these last 2.5 minutes. Smith will drive and is fouled.
You know what, Dave? New Bremen can't even dribble penetrate without Loramie being all over them. They move their feet really well, and when they try to pass the ball to another team, there's already someone up in their face that they can't move the ball at all.
Yeah, very good defense being played by Fort Loramie. Fortunate to get a foul out of that last sequence. Kenzie Holscher with her second foul of the evening. Tiemann picks up her dribble. Naylor trying to drive. Back to Tankman, back to Naylor. Had to work really hard against this good half-court defense. Tried to pass it underneath, knocked away. That will go out of bounds against New Bremen.
That might have been smartly tipped there by Ellie Rechterman, not allowing Loramie to go on a fast break. It looked like they weren't going to get the ball. A big thing, it's surprising, Laramie's only taken 2 threes, both by Kennedy Gephardt, but they're really focusing on getting the ball inside, and their guards are dribble penetrating. Another key that New Bremen's failing to live up to is letting Laramie's guards dribble penetrate, and they're able to get the ball inside.
Gasson has come off the bench running the offense. Rose in the wing. Under 2 minutes to go here. There's Ratterman with the basketball. Trying to extend that 17-point lead. Scholtes to Gasson. Myron on the wing, trying to find a teammate. So they run through their half-court offense. Gasson on the right wing. Now to Scholtes. Down to 1.5 minutes. Rose will put up a shot off the rim. Naylor with the rebound.
Let's see what New Bremen can do here. I don't know what they can do. None of their fastest have worked here as they turn the ball over again.
Scholtes with the steal, steps in the passing lane. 1:12 to go. Fort Loramie 29, New Bremen 12. Gasson gives it back to Rose. Myron leads him right now with 10 points, and there's a steal by Tankman, but she will double dribble. Wanted to give it up, and there was nobody to pass it to. And we'll have a timeout, Fort Loramie. We'll step aside. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Coach Carla Siegel with the timeout with under a minute to go, and her squad up by 17.
18 turnovers for New Bremen. 18 is the magic number, and they can't continue this trend there. They were up 10-4 and now find themselves in a 29-12 hole, Dave.
Loramie trying to extend this lead. Don't have to be in any hurry here. Down to 45 seconds here at the half. Running through their offense, pass to Scholtes, nice job. High-low, Myron to Scholtes.
The freshman just continues to impress here for Coach Siegel's team.
Scholtes also in double figures to match Myron's 10. Smith will give it up to Reckerman. Out to Tankman. Coach Siegel imploring him to play that good defense, and they have had a great defensive half for the Redskins.
Yeah, I just saw Coach Siegel get on Dana Rose for a late rotation there. She only demands perfection out of her players.
Not content with a 19-point lead as Tankman throws up a three. Reckerman follows. Rebound Redskins. Outlet ahead. Gasson, can she get it off? No. And that will end the first half of play. Your score on the First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie 31, New Bremen 12. We'll total up our numbers We'll be back with the first half stats when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at bowlerstore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside bowlerstore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out bowlerstore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Loramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Welcome back. We're at halftime, and it's all Fort Loramie as they lead New Bremen 31-12 with our first half numbers. Mr. Brandon Coverman.
Hey, Dave. For the visiting New Bremen Cardinals at first, from the field, they are shooting 3 of 12. From 3, they are shooting 1 of 4. They have 18 turnovers on the day, but they are perfect from the line with 4 of 4, and they have 18 rebounds. Now for the Redskins of Loramie, 9 of 22 from the field, 1 of 2 from three-point land, 7 turnovers, 4 of 6 from the foul line, and they have 13 rebounds on the day.
And definitely the line that makes the difference there is the turnovers has been big, as the defensive pressure has just been overwhelming by Fort Loramie.
Yeah, and that shows the big difference in the rebound, turnover, and field goal attempt category was Laramie's pressure. This is a very good New Bremen team. I'll be anxious to see how they can respond. Let's see, I bet that they'll get back into this ball game.
And there's the steal. Kenzie Holscher takes it all away. Nice dish to Rose, and she's fouled.
Loramie right out of the locker room emphasizing that press again and forcing another turnover.
6-foot sophomore Kenzie Holscher with the steal, runs the break and gives it up. Nice play there as Dana Rose was shooting 2.
And Holscher may be the biggest player on this team in terms of height, and she's got long arms, and it's nice to see her out on the perimeter there, and is defending guards out there.
Rose with the pair, stretches the lead to now 21. Fort Loramie 5-1 on the season. New Bremen 6-1. Bremen lost their first game to Anna. They've won 6 straight, and it has not gone the Cardinal way so far, as there is a foul on Loramie.
And this is a very good New Bremen team. We saw them play well, defensively sound game. They gave up as many points now as they did against Knoxville. They did a real good job against Megan Jurasic last Thursday, and I'm sure we're going to see a very different New Bremen team. This is a very talented team.
Tankman gives it up. Tiemann on the wing. Tiemann, Tankman, Naylor, Bergman, and Cardanier. And there's the steal. Gephardt. Nice hustle there by Naylor, and it'll go out of bounds, so stay with Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie with their starters, they have Gephardt, Holscher, Ratterman, Rose, and Myring starting for Coach Siegel. Myring kicks it out. Shot off the mark there by Holscher. Rebound by Myring, rolls off, gets another chance, and banks it home.
Marissa Myring plays so strong in that post area for a 5'9" girl. We said it during halftime, Dave.
Already with 12 points. There's a foul at half court as Cardanier is fouled by Fort Loramie on number 42, Myring.
With this good Loramie pressure there, it's nice that New Bremen got bailed out by a foul. Now they can set something up here in the half court.
Caitlin Gasson into the lineup. Sophomore's given Coach Siegel some good minutes in the first half. She hounds Naylor. Naylor trying to go left. Gives it up to Tiemann. Drive by Abby off the mark. Holscher with the rebound. It'll go out of bounds. It will stay with New Bremen as number 21, Ava Scholtes. She had a very good first half in double figures.
Yeah, Ava, freshman, does not look like a freshman at all. It looks like a 2-year veteran for Coach Siegel.
Starter, one of the main hitters on the volleyball team this fall. Tankman is fouled on the three-point attempt. And Hannah Tankman will be shooting 3.
Tankman had a very big impact in the beginning of this game when New Bremen sprint out to a 10-4 lead. She had 2 threes, but ever since then, the New Bremen offense has been really stagnant. Let's see if she can knock down these crucial 3 free throws here.
Wins for New Bremen this year after losing to Anna by 5. They defeated Houston, Salina, at Coldwater, Lincoln View, New Knoxville, Delphos Jefferson. Their 6 wins as Tankman knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and New Bremen had really balanced scoring in that game from players like Madison Cordonier, Abby Thiemann, Kelly Naylor. You know, just the typical people you expect to see for Coach Bird and along their front top scoring line.
Tankman, a very good foul shooter, the senior, 73% on this season. Looking for 3 in a row, and she does. So 3 big free throws there. See if that'll get the Cardinals going. Redskins on the attack. Ratterman reverses it to Scholtes. Rose on the baseline, tries to drive against Cordonier. Gives it up, Scholtes, nice move in.
And Ava Scholtes just kind of squirted her way through the defense there and got to the basket. Nice move there by the freshman.
Pass ahead, Cordonier inside the three-pointer, and Madison knocks it down. Madison now with 4 points on the night. Redskins back on the attack. Ratterman on the wing. Down to Holscher, kicks it out. Rose with the tray. Good ball movement.
Dana Rose having a real nice game as well, working near double figures.
Actually at double figures right now with 10, so 3 Redskins in double figures. Naylor gives it up to Cordonier. Madison drives, stolen away by Ratterman. Ratterman gets the basket back and in. Some great passing by Fort Laramie.
And right away, as New Bremen gets a couple baskets, Laramie's responding with a big run. First basket of the night for Taylor Ratterman, a starter and a big impact player on this team.
It'll be a full timeout by New Bremen as we'll step aside here on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
5:27 to go, third quarter on our First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Laramie 42, New Bremen 17.
Yeah, and right away as New Bremen gets strings together a couple baskets, Laramie comes alive with Dana Rose and Ava Scholtes.
And there's a steal by Gasson. Almost a steal back. Ball on the floor will have a jump ball. It will stay with Fort Laramie.
Jump ball.
And that's the 22nd turnover of the game here by New Bremen. It's really jolting the Laramie offense here.
Just joined us. New Bremen at one time in this game led 10-4, and then it's been Fort Laramie ever since with their smothering defense, good half-court offense. There's Scholtes with a nice move, and Scholtes will shoot 2 more.
And as you say, Dave, Loramie in the middle of this 3-game max stretch got Versailles on Saturday. I see Coach Stonebreaker here. Should be a very good game between Coach Stonebreaker and Coach Siegel. 4 state championships combined between the two.
Also, you have Nan Steckschulte on the other side of the gym, so that's 2 more state
Yeah.
championships. So we have definitely some of the best coaches in this area.
And just countless great players on each side, too. You know, Loramie, I think Darren Rose, Jessica Berger, and along Minster as well, like Rita Papalarte and all those people, and Versailles with Lauren Bruns and Taylor Winter and all those guys.
Definitely blessed is the kind of talent that we see week in, week out, year in, year out. 1 of 2 on the foul shots there as Cordonier now, that's stolen away. Schultes finds Rose, who's trailing. Nice block by Cordonier.
And Madison Cordonier, doing a real nice job as a sophomore.
But Caitlin Gasson comes up with a steal and a layup. 45-17.
Caitlin Gasson has to be tired. She played all the JV game, too.
Nice job off the bench as the JV rolled for Fort Loramie under JV coach Phil Barhorse. Shot off the mark by Cordonier.
Not a huge fan of that shot by Madison Cordonier there. She kind of just shot it off the, didn't even off the dribble. She kind of just threw it up.
On the wing, it's Rose. Coming up on halfway through this 3rd quarter, banks it home. There's another basket by Ava Schultes.
Yeah, the freshman there. She's not even that tall either, but she makes up for it, and a nice inside move.
Just 5'9", but a big 15 points off the bench tonight. Averaging 9 in 3 games of action on varsity. I have a feeling she'll be seeing more varsity action as we go along here.
I agree with that. No need to put her on JV.
Howell gives it up to Smith. Smith through traffic. Tankman comes up with it and is fouled on her way to the basket.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'll be able to. I think good matchup will be the inside game. Definitely Saturday when you play Versailles. You got Ording and Winter, and then especially when you play Minster, you obviously got Xavier Commit and Courtney Pranger. You're able to see they don't have big posts, but we're able to see if Marissa and maybe even Ava Schultes match up with it in grit, kind of.
Tankman shot off the backboard. Rebound to put off. Gasson tries to through traffic. Nice steal there by the Cardinals. It's Howell with the basketball. Into the corner is Tankman. Knocked away, it will stay with the Cardinals.
Yeah, you see they run a set there for Hannah Tankman. Tankman leading this Cardinal offense with 9 points tonight.
New Bremen, 4 straight winning seasons under Coach Burden. Started off strong so far at 6-1. Tankman throws up a 3. And there's a rebound by Aaron Smith, number 24, her first action. There's Molly Smith with the basket.
Nice shot by Molly Smith there.
Senior with the basket. Back the other way with Fort Loramie. Under 3 to go, 3rd quarter. Alyssa Rassman in the ball game gives it up. Working it around is Myring. Or check that, Rassman again. Now to put off. Gasson. There's a drive there by Riley Heitkamp as some of the new Redskins in the game as the freshman Heitkamp is fouled.
It's a good thing Coach Siegel getting some of these guys in the game. I'm sure they're going to be big fixtures on varsity. But the big thing is you have no seniors on the team. You're going to have the same team next year, and you got a really talented JV team. That's even going to be a more talented JV team next year.
Some pretty good basketball is going to be played at the Fort Loramie practices this next year or 2.
Yeah, and there's so many players that you can pick from that don't even start in this lineup that a lot of MAC schools or a lot of SCAL schools would definitely take in their lineup. I'm sure 70% of them would definitely add at least 2, if not 3 starters right in their starting rotation.
That's what makes Fort Loramie so good year in, year out under Coach Siegel. And there's a steal by Fort Loramie. Up ahead, Gephardt to the basket in.
Nice move by Kennedy Gephardt there. We've seen her from the foul line in the 3, but the first time she's made penetrated in the lane and makes a nice move to the basket.
Now a 30-point lead for the Redskins on our First National Bank scoreboard. Howell gives it up to Tiemann. Work it around into the corner. There's Aaron Smith. Howell on top, trying to look down low. Aaron Smith with the shot. Off the mark, Reckerman and one.
Nice move, Ellie Rechterman there. She had a real nice game against New Knoxville the other week. Also did a really good job on the inside on Megan Jurasic, and she made a nice power move to the bucket to get her first points of the game for the Cardinals.
22 Holscher, also number 30 Rose into the game for Fort Loramie as 2 starters re-enter for Coach Siegel as Reckerman tries to complete the 3-point play.
Rogerman will go to the line.
Reckerman, a 5'10 sophomore, gives Coach Burden some strong minutes off the bench. Rebound by Holscher. She takes a rebound and she can dribble it across the lane, across the timeline. Not too many players can do that. She gets the ball back, kicks it out, off the mark. It will go to New Bremen.
Yeah, and this is a very good New Bremen team too. They've won 6 in a row. Be anxious to see how they kind of address this game and see how they do moving forward, because this is a team with a lot of potential. It's gonna that I bet you will make a deep tournament run come March.
And they have a long break. They have 9 days off till the next game. They play at Jackson Center, so they'll have a lot of time to work over the Christmas break. Smith shot off the mark. Reckerman with another offensive board, and Ellie will go to the line to shoot 2 more.
Yeah, and actually Loramie played this Jackson Center team Saturday. I believe won comfortably by 45 points or so. Not shocking there the way Loramie runs the floor. They're just really talented. Actually, both those 2 teams battled in that regional the other year, in that 2016 regional final. Jackson went to state ultimately.
Reckerman hits the first one. Off on the second one as Rose comes up with the rebound. Pushes Zed to Highcamp, stolen away by Tiemann. Tiemann to the basket, high off the glass and in.
Abby Tiemann had 9 points the past 2 games, and she was our player of the game last week. Gets on the box score.
12 points this quarter for the Cardinals. That matched their whole first half output. Gephardt thought about it, picks up her dribble, now knocked away. 43 seconds to go here. Nice play by Reckerman. She tips it away. Ellie Reckerman making her presence known here in the 3rd quarter. Gets the ball back. Rassman comes up with the steal. We have a jump ball.
Uncharacteristic there of Loramie. Back-to-back turnovers there. Something that Coach Siegel, even in this 25-point ball game, not too pleased about with her team.
Katie Howe will be inbounding for the Cardinals. Close to the 5-second count. Nice tipped away by Rose. Battles for it. Does a nice steal. To the hole, is fouled.
Dana Rose had her eyes on that ball the whole time there, Dave, and she just took it right to the basket and drew contact.
Did a good job of getting that ball after she tipped it away. And Rose, just a sophomore. And no seniors on this team. A bunch of juniors. Some sophomores, freshmen for Coach Siegel as Rose hits the first. She has 11. I think there's 3 players in double figures between her and Myring and Scholdes.
You are correct, Dave.
51-24. As we come up to the last 20 seconds of this 3rd quarter. Drive to the basket by Tiemann. Tipped around. Riley Headcamp comes out with it.
Let's
up
see.
Ahead. Down low, Holscher. Off the mark, down to 5 seconds. See if Bremen can get a shot off. Howe will let one go, and that will be short. We played 3 quarters of basketball. It's all Fort Loramie as they lead New Bremen 51-24. We'll be right back after these words.
Grand Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Brand Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Going into the fourth quarter on our First National Bank scoreboard, it's Fort Loramie 51, New Bremen 24.
Yeah, and just the shot production's been the biggest difference. New Bremen's, Laramie's pressure's been excellent this game. That's what's resulted in their lead, and I'll be interested to see how they keep this pressure up going on in the rest of the season.
Loramie with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. With a comfortable lead. Down to Holscher, and she double dribbled.
She knew it right away, too. She kind of just stopped there. You kind of don't want to stop, just keep going until the ref calls it, I guess.
She really besides that turnover there, she really handles the ball well for a 6-foot girl playing. She does a nice job and just gotten in a little trouble there.
She had a vertebrae issue, I believe, too, during volleyball season as well.
Yeah, good to see that she's over that. And there's a tray by Abby Tiemann. As the Redskins back on the attack. This time Holscher kicks it to Rose. Drive by Gephardt. Shot by Holscher. There's been good ball movement all night long by the Fort Loramie offense.
Yeah, and only Kenzie Holscher's 4th point. Nice play by Kennedy Gephardt there to create it and dish and drive to the open defender.
Fort Loramie with their starters. Looks like both teams have their full starters here to start the fourth quarter. And if you're New Bremen here, you know, odds are you're not going to make this kind of comeback, but you want to leave this game with a positive impact here.
Yeah. You know what you need to work on next practice, but maybe run some stuff. You know, you're still in the hunt for a MAC title. You know, you still want to see what works and what's not. And let's see some experimenting from the New Bremen offense and defense this fourth quarter.
Cordania is short. And the other thing, what's great about basketball, everybody makes the tournament. It's a long season. You'll have your ups and downs. And if you can improve, even if from a loss, your goal is to just be playing your best basketball when you get in the tournament.
Yeah, and you're right with that. You know, league titles are great and all, but everyone wants to be playing their best ball in February and March. So you got to take every loss with kind of a grain of salt and just see what happens next.
Bremen's won 2 straight sectional titles. They come up with a steal. Tankman with a shot off the board. Nice follow by Madison Cordonier.
Yeah, Madison Cordonier, the sophomore, averaging 11 points a game, having a pretty good game tonight with 6 points.
Cardinals being led by Hannah Tankman with 9. Shot by Rose. Leading scorer for the Redskins is Scholas, I believe, with 15. Bergman with a nice shot. Good mini fast break there by the Cardinals with the basket.
Good steal there by Kayla Bergman on the inside to make the basket.
The aforementioned Ava Scholas into the game, number 21 for the Redskins.
If you want to say Laramie struggled with anything this half, they do have 9 turnovers. That exceeds their first half total of 7.
Naylor trying to drive double team, gets it out to Tiemann, around to Tankman. Bergman tries to go down low, kicked away. Ball movement's been a lot better here in this second than this quarter by the Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's how they got out to that early lead. They got the Laramie defense out of rotation and got the ball to their 3-point shooter, Hannah Tankman, and it's been different ever since. Laramie's been doing a real good job of getting in the passing lanes.
5.5 to go in the ball game. Naylor, who's been quiet tonight, puts up a shot. Nice turnaround by the senior, Kelly Naylor.
Kelly Naylor, you know, she had, I believe 15, 17 points the other night for her Cardinal ball team with her 4th point tonight.
It's averaged 13.1. Has had 4 double figures double-digit games. And there's a steal. Tiemann all the way, too strong. Followed by Tankman, high off the glass and rim and in.
Nice offensive rebound there by Hannah Tankman. And now she's in double figures, and Coach Siegel calls timeout.
Be a 30-second timeout. We'd like to thank our sponsors for making this telecast possible. Wilson Health, caring without limits. Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, servicing communities for over 95 years. Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door. Moran's Refrigeration, your appliance expert, serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years. PSG Automotive Outfitters, Minster Bank Financial Solutions for a lifetime. Schredeman Pharmacies, located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Walpole. Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Minster Dental, Francis Furniture. Our scoreboard, our player of the game sponsor will be by NKTelco. We'll name one at the end. Our replay sponsor tonight, Winners Meats, quality meats for 90 years. Keys to the game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza. And on our first National Bank scoreboard, Loramie still with a 19-point lead.
Yeah, and let's see what happens here. New Bremen really picking up that offensive vibe, so to speak, after they were down 29, or they were kind of left for dead out there. I think it was 36-12 or something like that, and they've really worked and gotten a lot better shots on the offensive end.
Gephardt on the wing. Gives it up to Rose. Now Ratterman. 4.5 to go here in this ball game. Along with Brandon Coverman, I'm Dave Kanapke. 5-1 Fort Loramie has had their way with 6-1 New Bremen tonight.
Another interesting stat is not a whole lot of rebounds tonight. There's been a lot of turnovers kind of on both sides here. Hasn't resulted in a whole lot of rebounds for either side.
Iron shot off the mark. Bergman ties up Scholtes. And it will stay on the Fort Loramie side on the alternate possession. We have Jaden Putoff back in the lineup. Plays Ratterman.
And Jaden Putoff, as you said, was nagging a little bit of an injury from what Coach Siegel told us before the game.
So Macy Imwaley's out with injury tonight. But Ava Scholtes, Caitlin Gasson has really stepped up and a very good game for the Fort Loramie Redskins. They're well on their way to their 6th victory. Gephardt with the shot. Nice rebound. Putoff can't finish. Scholtes gets another rebound. Shot up Gephardt short. So a lot of opportunities, but it results in a jump ball, and this time the alternate possession to the Cardinals.
Hey, if you still get 3 looks at the basket, Dave, I don't think you'd be complaining any.
Helps the offensive rebound stats, not so much the shooting percentage. But
yeah.
Coaches are not going to complain about offensive rebounds. Nice drive and basket by Cordonier.
Yeah, Madison Cordonier still having a nice game. 8 points, kind of hovering, trying to get close up to her season average.
Averages 9.7 for the sophomore, her first year on varsity. She's had some frustrations at times, but she's really come back strong here in the second half.
Yeah, and she's only going to get better, and I think she'll really lead that New Bremen team next year, as they're going to lose a lot of seniors after this year. Coach Burton's going to look to her as a leader next year.
All told, 7 seniors. Not a lot of juniors on this team, only 2, so. Loramie with Scholtes. 5'9" freshman handles the ball pretty well. She gets it tipped away momentarily there as Al Myron with the basketball. 3 minutes to go. It's a triple header here tonight. I believe Fort Loramie won the freshman and the JV game. Now trying to do the clean sweep here at home. Rose is open, rolls off. Tankman with the rebound.
Nice look on the inside, but just not a great look. She was kind of under the basket there, was Dana Rose.
Pass to Bergman, finds its way to Tankman. Naylor, stolen away there by Scholtes. Drive, Gephardt short. Tipped around, battle, Gephardt works for it and draws the foul.
Good hustle there by Loramie. They crashed the boards really well for being undersized, Dave. Not really, like we keep repeating, not having a big, huge inside presence.
Gephardt with 6 points on the night, just under her average of under 7. She has a chance to break over her average as she hit 5'5" junior with the first. Corinne Heitkamp into the game, and then we have a whole lot of new Cardinals. We have 24 Aaron Smith, number 23 Kira Berkey, 20 Molly Smith, Ellie Reckerman, and Katie Howe. A whole new lineup for Coach Burden. Probably to finish out this is Gephardt with the pair.
Gephardt hits both free throws.
Now with 8, as Fort Loramie will drop back into a zone. Looks like a 3-2 zone.
Might be a practice thing. Maybe they're trying to throw a junk thing at Coach Stonebreaker for Saturday.
Something to think about if they're still here. Shot off the glass, and Myring now with 14. She had 10 really early in this game, which really broke open the lead. Now with 14.
Yeah, I would define Marissa Myring as a leader, being a junior here. She had a real nice game, plays real well on the inside for her size.
Ball tipped away. It will stay on the New Bremen side. Bremen will fall to 6-2 on the season. They'll regroup and come back after Christmas on the 27th at Jackson Center. Fort Loramie plays Versailles on Saturday. And then on Thursday the 27th, we will have them on NKTelco Sports as they will host New Knoxville. Should be a pretty good game.
Yeah, and I know after that, Dave, they play Lehman on that next Saturday. I know I'm on that ball game, so it'll be good to see New Bremen yet again and see how they do after the Christmas break, kind of breaking in that second third of the season.
Shot up by Howe. Myring with the rebound. Rose will bring it across. Heitkamp gives it up to Gephardt. She is fouled. Thing I've noticed is Fort Loramie, it seems like all the girls, no matter how tall they are, as we get another replay here. See the drive, all of them can handle the ball, no matter the size. Talked about Holscher, how well she can handle it. They all handle the ball, and that leads to very good offense when you can have that.
Yeah, and a lot of great ball handlers. I feel like a common trait is great court vision, and they move the ball really well.
Putoff with a shot in.
Putoff with the up and under.
Jaden Putoff breaking into the box score tonight.
59-36 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Howe all the way to the corner there. Aaron Smith. They work it around now. Berkey with the basketball. Smith will let one go. Rebound Reckerman and in.
Ellie Reckerman having a real nice ball game tonight for the New Bremen Cardinals.
She's had 7 points, I think all of those in the second half. Down to 30 seconds. Put off to Holscher. Holscher will drive. Kicks it out. Heitkamp, shot is short. Rebound Howe. Down to 15 seconds. Smith down to Reckerman. Down low, knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Cardinals.
And if you just look at that play, look at that collapse and he helped site defense there. And no one was in the area for Ellie Reckerman to pass the ball to. And just a great job of the Loramie defense to recognize where it was and made it a tough shot, and they played well straight up defense there.
42 Hannah Kramer, 5'9" junior in the game for the Cardinals. She gets the ball underneath. Basket up. Oh, that's short. Battle for the rebound goes for Loramie. Final seconds are being dribbled out. Your score on the First National Bank scoreboard. It's a final. Fort Loramie 59, New Bremen 38. We'll take a break and come back and wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
Trust us! NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
Final score here at Fort Loramie Redskins. Fort Loramie 59, New Bremen 38 on our First National Bank scoreboard. With the final numbers, Mr. Brandon Coverman.
Hello, everyone. Good game we had here tonight in Loramie. And for our final stats, first for the visiting New Bremen Cardinals, they shot 12 of 33 from the field, 3 of 9 from three-point land, 8 of 14 from the charity stripe, 18 rebounds, and they had 27 turnovers. Now for the home team, the Loramie Redskins, they were 16 of 42 from the field, 2 of 6 from threes, 9 of 12 from the line, 25 boards, and 17 turnovers.
Yeah, Brandon, New Bremen will go to fall to 6-2 on this season. Fort Loramie goes to 6-1 on the season. Probably one of those nights where it was not a good night for New Bremen, and a very good night for Fort Loramie as they played great defense and also some good offensive basketball as well.
Yeah, Loramie just moved the ball great, and they got a lot of young talent, and they're just going to keep getting better as the season goes on. And they're going to be able to run the floor, and if they can run teams out of the gym, they're going to look really good going into that Vandalia Regional and are certainly a top contender for that regional championship.
As they play Versailles on Saturday, New Bremen's off until December 27th against Jackson Center. Let's talk about our player of the game for Fort Loramie. Off the bench tonight, freshman Ava Scholtes.
Yeah, you could have had other people you could have thrown in the mixer. You could have had Dana Rose, you could have had Marissa Meyering, but ultimately Ava Scholtes, the freshman taking charge there, did not look like a freshman at all. Looked like she was a 2-year starter on varsity. She had a real nice game tonight, and guess what? Carla Seegers got her 3.5 more years, Dave, so we're going to hear a lot of Ava Scholtes the next couple years.
So congratulations to Ava on our NK Telco Sports Player of the Game. Well, that'll wrap it up from here. Having the NKTelco Sports Band Director Bryce Hamrick and Assistant Ian Bolheimer. On camera, West Temple, Janelle Bolheimer, and Ryan Gossert. For my partner, Brandon Coverman, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching here on NKTelco Sports.